Dear Karens and Kyles of Reddit, how has your life changed since your name became a meme? My name is Kyle. I listed an item for sale on LAKEY and some dude offered me a monster for it. I didn't get it at the time and blocked him for a ridiculous offer. And then I saw the meme and it all made sense. Did you punch a hole in your wall? Asterisk, how many holes did you punch in your wall? Kyle here. Most of the people I somewhat know at work offer me monsters and ask if I need help fixing my drywall now. Take them up on it, resell monsters for profit. Not to mention a Kyle's Drywall sounds like a great business name. I'm a Kyle. I get tagged in every one of those Kyle memes by multiple people daily, so most of my Facebook is just that now lol. The older guys at work, 45 to 55, that have discovered Reddit this year and now they call me Monster Boy. I don't even drink Monster. I work out, so they say, oh, trying to get strong enough to put more holes in drywall. Greater than I work out, so they say, oh, trying to get strong enough to put more holes in drywall. I'm at work. Tried to hold the laugh. I failed. I'm 38, so most people my age that I know aren't aware of the Kyle meme. But I know I can always count on South Park quotes. Is it true about your mom then? Mine in particular? Used to be. Now only halfway true. Still a bitch but no longer big and fat. So not a Super King Kamehameha biatch. Till it's not Super King Kong Mega biatch. That makes way more sense. I was named Karen at birth but I always hated it. So I've always gone by another name. My son thinks it's funny to go, shut up, Karen, though. I'll also never have one of those dumbass Karen haircuts. Edit. Thanks. I don't mind my son saying that. He's 24 and I say stupid shit to him, too. It makes me laugh. Could I ask you all to do something for me? Tomorrow, when one of those dumb bitches pulls the I wanna talk to your manager tirades, would you please look her in the eye and go, shut up, Karen? Single quote. If you would, I'd owe you for life. If I told my mom to shut up even as a joke, I can't even fathom how I'd survive to tell the tale. I said it once. The end result was that reading this comment led to me feeling the hand across my face again. I'm really surprised that I didn't lose teeth to that slap. Edit. Thanks for the silver. Wow, this has blown up. Seriously people, I'm not condoning abuse or even physical punishment. I'm just saying that reading this gave me a visceral response. In the list of messed up things in my childhood, this doesn't make the top 100. I probably haven't thought about it in 25 years. Technically every haircut you get is a Karen haircut. People just assume I'm the guy to call if they want shit fucked up. But I'm just kinda winging it. I can't even punch a hole in drywall anymore without people stereotyping me and going, that's such a Kyle thing to do. One, destruction isn't satisfying when people expect it. I just want my life back. Edit. Hey cool, my gold cherry got popped over punching drywall. That's such a Kyle thing to do. You were too reckless and we all caught on. Slightly off topic, but once went to a wedding for a Chad and a Becky in Wisconsin. If I didn't know I was white before, I was at a wedding of a Chad and Becky in Florida last year. Chad and Becky in Wisconsin equals two upper class but kinda snobby people. Chad and Becky in Florida equals smoking meth out the back of a Dodge while tailgating a local high school game. That's what my mind envisions anyway. Native Floridian here and I am offended at your misrepresentation of our state. It would not be a Dodge. It would be either a Ford Ranger or a Chevy S10. There would be minor body damage and either a Calvin pissing sticker or a Salt Life banner taking up the entire back window. They would also be shooting the meth, not smoking it. You fucking amateur. I apologize for my ignorance to your culture. Kids keep asking me when the last time I punched a hole in a wall or where's my monster, or telling me to use my rage strength. I keep telling them there are two kinds of Kyles. Monster Kyles and Pocket Protector Kyles. I am the latter. You are just a Kyle in denial. Denial. My name is Becky and my life is ruined. Is your real name Becky or Rebecca? Or any of the other spellings? If it's not Becky exactly, you could change nicknames. Rebecca. As a fellow Becky, I feel this. First there was Becky Got Back. Then Let Me Smash. Then Give Me That Becky. Worst song ever. Becky with the good hair. Followed by the dumb white Becky meme. Honestly, there have been so many that I may have forgotten some here. I think the dicks of the world had it worse when their name became a penis. I've only known one guy who went by Dick. For a school project I shadowed him for a day, and at the end of it he said, "Tell your friends you worked with Big Dick all day long." Quote, I didn't tell my friends. I'm a Kyle, and my life has changed drastically since the name became a meme. Every hour I must consume a monster in order to keep my strength up throughout the day. Also, a Kyle can ward off unwanted Karens by shotgunning a monster at the moment of the encounter. Asterisk Kyle, the manager, sees a nearby Karen approaching him in anger. Asterisk Kyle downs a monster to restore his own strength and give himself the intimidating buff. Asterisk It's super effective. Asterisk Karen runs away in fear. Edit. My most upvoted comment is about the legendary conflict between Karens and Kyles. Thank you Reddit. Never change. My mom's name is Karen. She absolutely loves the memes and shares them more than anyone I know. Edit to update. After explaining to my mom how Reddit works, I read her nearly every response and she totally lost it with a fit of giggles. Ah, I see, she's a woman of culture. Yes, she eats a lot of yogurt. My name is Kyle and I have no clue which path to take. My dad says that I should never try Monster, which I haven't yet, maybe. But my name is Kyle, so I must live up to the meme. Don't let society oppress your true nature. Let the Kyle be free. Start out by punching softer surfaces before you move on to drywall. Like a wet wall. Karen here, and I do seriously consider changing my name sometimes, especially when I complain about something that isn't my fault. Like when I ordered Chipotle for pickup and arrived 45 minutes later and it still wasn't made, so I asked to speak to the manager, who asked my name, and I really felt like a witchy woman for complaining. However, I don't have the haircut and I do think I'm a really nice person 92% of the time. Man, that sucks. Maybe go by a nickname for the time being. Carrie is a nice nickname. Not a Karen or a Kyle, but I dated a Felicia when all that happened. She fucking hated it. I work with a Felicia and I have to actively stop myself from saying her name when I say bye, as she's leaving. When we broke up, I bye Felicia her hard. Reading through this, I realized that my life could change for the worse if my name becomes a meme. And I wouldn't be able to stop it. Memes are one thing. Cultural touchstones are on a whole other level. 40 years of people, upon hearing my name, covering their mouths and going, asterisk ha whoosh asterisk Luke, I am your father. I'm neither, but I have two lifelong friends named Karen. Both blonde. Both have sported the "let me talk to your manager" haircut since high school, some 20 years ago. One is super bubbly, but also extremely passive-aggressive. The other is a wild child that grew up into a nosy Nelly. Both are now married and have kids. Both will make bad jokes at the register trying to get a discount. Both will get indignant when the cashier will not give them a discount. Both will let their kids wreck a store aisle, but then stick their noses into someone else's business for letting another child do the same thing. I love them both dearly and have since childhood, but I hate going shopping or out to eat with them because they really are the quintessential version of their own names, as the names pertain to internet culture these days. Thankfully neither is racist, so at the least there is that. But I swear when the first Karen meme started circulating, I was convinced it was made by someone I know who also knows both the Karens mentioned above. One works for a law firm. The other works in real estate. They both drink soy pumpkin spice lattes and wear Uggs. I am not even kidding. I would feel bad about talking shit. but they constantly talk shit about me. In high school, instead of the Heathers, we had the Karens and I was Winona Ryder in that group. They're lucky I didn't take the movie to heart. Man, I freaking love my friends. I hope they non-ironically repost Karen memes as hashtag relatable on Facebook. What about Brads and Chads? I honestly forgot Chad was a real name. The only Chad I know is literally the Chad meme on steroids. Actually, Chad's on steroids too. Which just goes to prove my point. Was a football player in high school. Ben got fat as hell. He will bring up high school football in every conversation. It's been 30 years. He was never good. Drives a big bulldozer that he can barely afford. He bought it to impress people and everyone thinks it's stupid. This is the theme of his life. His daddy couldn't get him a job, so he works a series of jobs where he barely hangs on for 18 months. Eventually they get tired of him and fire his ass. He's loud, boastful and tough-talking but is easy to argue with because everything he says is so stupid. And because no one likes him. People love to call him out. Also, he is the biggest coward I have ever seen. Literally turning tail and running at the first sign of trouble. The only Chad I knew was the literal complete opposite of the meme. Was kinda book smart, but shy and not super social. Based on a string of very cringe-worthy Facebook posts over about 3 years, he for sure wasn't doing well with the ladies. My neuroscience professor's name is Chad and he encourages us to do acid. Well, I never liked energy drinks but now I drink so much Monster I can hear colors. It's been a wild ride. My name is Karen, and I hate this meme. Here is why. I have 4 sons and I was in Starbucks and they asked their name so I said, my name is Karen and I would like asterisk drink asterisk. Then there is Pete with asterisk drink asterisk, Donald with asterisk drink asterisk, Tyler with asterisk drink asterisk, and Zane with asterisk drink asterisk. The man laughed and said, don't ask for my manager. I was confused and asked what I mean. He told me that my kids are unvaxxed. They're not Karen or Kyle. But a friend of mine is named Katrina and was 16 during the Hurricane Katrina thing. Shortly after that she decided to go buy cat. Well, I'm off Monster and have switched to carbonated dihydrogen monoxide. Doctor says I'm no longer pre-diabetic and I find myself punching fewer walls. On the downside, after finally removing my hat after all these years, I've discovered I suffer from male pattern baldness. As a Jeff, I'd like to reach out my hand in empathy to all the Karens and Kyles in this thread. I survived the Jeff meme. And you will also become stronger by the end of it. My name's Jeff, and I'm proud of it. I play video games, and when I lose or beat people it doesn't matter. I get hate mail about punching drywall. I do in fact drink Monsters at work. And I am always being laughed at and pointed out to friends about, hey, look at Kyle in his natural habitat. Quote, my life is in shambles. Send to help. Even though I know that Karen, I want to see the manager memes. The Kyle meme is completely new. Would someone like to explain? Kyles are monster addicted, drywall punching guys. Makes no difference in my life. Also discovered just now that my name is used in memes. We welcome the boomer in our community. Isn't there a whole generation between boomers and half the millennials? Boomers greater than Gen X greater than millennials greater than Gen Z. Originally we were called Gen Y, but somewhere around like 2010 we just bought into that millennial title. Kyle? Think about the chats. I rarely see Kyle's referenced on Reddit. I see more Kyle stuff on Twitter, I think. Honestly, as a Kyle my life changed for the better. I've always had an addiction for Monsters, and since the Kyle meme came out lots of my friends would buy me Monsters as a joke. I'll never turn down a free Monster, so keep the memes coming. Karen here. It has made me aware that I should be nicer. So now I am the most polite customer ever. When I call to complain you sent me the wrong pizza. Try being a Carl. Try listening to people yelling, quarrel. Like Rick Grimes when you walk in the room is here. Try listening to kid whining, Charles. because they all watch that stupid llamas with hats show. Try having millennials quote Carl Wheezer lines to you and then have the nerve to act incredulous when you say you never watched Jimmy Neutron because it was a stupid and terrible show. No fictional character named Carl is ever the smart, cool, attractive heartthrob who saves the world. We're always the wiener, the stooge, the putz, the schmuck, the bonehead. You Karens and Kyles ought to be thankful. It's the Carls of this world that take the biggest blows and suffer the greatest persecution. You'll never have to know what this life is like. Count your blessings. And if you love your children, never name any of them Carl. Carl Enoch was a solid motherfucker. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.